through the whole 9 yard.
Biker family, get ready for the Lavish Biker Bash 3-day weekend going on in Detroit, August 30th through September 1st. Meet and greet Friday at the Boogie Down Motorcycle Club from 9 until Saturday. Bring them loud pipes and custom bikes to Arsenal Harley Davidson for the day party and sound competition from 12 to 5, followed by the main event from 9 to 2 at the TCBC Hall, located at 8031 Tireman, Detroit, Michigan. So tell a biker to bring a biker to the Lavish Biker Bash. For more info, contact Lavish T. Williams on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. See you in Detroit.
Out here with Lavish for Lavish weekend, man. Come on now.
Like we going back with another song. Play your best song.
Shine down in the house.
Thanks for coming out here.
You welcome. I just wanted to come see the Lavish movement. They say it's a movement, so I came.
Yeah.
I'm proud of Lavish, man. It's a great event. It was worth the trip from Houston.
And this is a fantastic event. Fantastic. We appreciate the hospitality.
We here for the Lavish 3-day event, baby. We in Detroit. That's where we at.
God damn it, y'all came out to see Lavish, didn't you? Showed up for him, didn't you?
Showed up. Man, Cleveland in a win-win situation, baby. For sure. We came to the D to rep this shit, though, for sure.
Brother Lavish, I just want to tell the city of Detroit, man, from pound, much love, man. Believe it or not, we very impressed.
Yo, what's happening? Listen, I'm back. I'm hoping that audio from the last session, man, is a lot better. Y'all chime in real quick. Let me know if that audio sounded a lot better than what it did when I was last on here. Come on now. I see you in the comments. Go ahead, let me know real quick before we get in here. Let me know how that audio was sounding. Is it sounding good?
Mic check.
All right, I don't see nobody saying nothing yet, but I want to go ahead and bring my guest back. Cool, I sound good. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and we're going to bring tonight's guest back. We got one of the guys, from what I hear, from what I understand, this guy is very outspoken, man, coming from Atlanta, GA. We're going to welcome back Savij right here, man. Make some noise for him, man. There you go, right there. All right, I'm back. Savij, listen, check this out, man. We're going to go ahead and run it back, man. Go ahead and let the bike set to the people that's just chiming in that might not know who you are, that might not be from Atlanta that's watching, man. Give them a quick background about who you are, and what you do, and all that other kind of stuff, that cool stuff about you, man.
Man, I'm really camera shy. I don't mind being behind it. I just don't really care to be in front of it. I'm just Savij, man. Most of you know. Some of you know. If you don't, what you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get, man. I don't believe you camera shy, man. Not with all the stuff that listen. When I posted that you was coming up on here, the response that I was getting, I don't believe you camera shy, man. I think
a whole lot of cameras.
Look, man, so this is what we got going on today. Let me go ahead and fix this real quick. Bring him up on here on the other screen. So listen, this is what we got going on real quick. Savij, we got a good show. I got you on here. We got people tuned in, and we're gonna talk about some protocols from your perspective. We're going to talk about the ATL bike set. We're going to talk about do protocols still exist and a gang of other stuff that might come to mind as we stream on here, man. So I want to ask you, man, what do you think protocol is, man? What's your definition of protocol?
My definition of protocol?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
My definition, and it's my definition, based on what I've seen, it looked like some bullshit somebody or a bunch of people made up to regulate and control the environment, whatever it may be.
That's what it is, right? So I mean, you gotta explain it. You gotta tell me what you mean, some BS that that they made up. Well, I gotta elaborate. Because every coast is different. I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Detroit.
Don't get me wrong. There are times when it serves its purpose. You do need an order, you need somewhat of an order to things. But from what I've seen, the intended purpose, what the forefathers or the founders or whoever started this shit, what they intended it to be, it's been perverse. It's been just like everything else, government, religion, the powers that be have manipulated and twisted it for their own personal benefit. There's instances where it does work, but overall, it's been convoluted. It's no so protocol from what I've seen depends on everything is variable to who it affects, who it benefits, and whose purpose it serves, and under what circumstances. And it bends and twists just like a river, depending on the reason why. And they make a lot of it up as they go along.
You sound like you speak from some type of experience, man.
Yeah,
What type
life.
of what type of protocol experience is it that you speak from?
Yeah, it's life. You know what I mean? See, this motorcycle shit is no different from anything else. It's no different from religion. It's no different from if you. I'm a history buff. You got the Roman Empire, the British Empire, two of the smallest countries in the world, right? How were they able to conquer the world? They made some shit up as they went along, and they did a damn good job implementing it. Slavery. You got Willie Lynch, and you got Jim Crow. How is it that a lot of the things that Willie Lynch and Jim Crow implemented hundreds of years ago still in place today? It's embedded in the fiber of whatever it is they trying to control. So you got some people, they don't think critically. They just gonna jump on whatever bandwagon or whatever, whoever sound like they know what the fuck they talking about say, or depending on how much money they got or how popular they are.
Okay, so you think money makes a difference as far as protocol changes based off of finances.
Finances, popularity, human nature. A lot of people need something to hold on to for whatever reason. Could be a number of reasons, but a lot of people need something to latch on to be a part of, to validate who they are. And when they find it and they like it, they're not letting go.
Interesting. Okay, I'm listening. So pretty much, you got a lot of people out here wearing, and these are my words. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So you're saying in so many words, you got a lot of people out here wearing these motorcycle vests that really ain't shit. They got a little bit of money, and the motorcycle set is making them feel like something. That's where they got their power. Anywhere else, they have no power.
Most definitely. But who am I to judge? You know what I'm saying? Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Everybody, you got a lot of people don't have a lot of things going on. They really they need it. They need it. It's an outlet. It's a great outlet. You know what I mean? It's a great outlet. Don't get me wrong. I did it in its purest form since 1999 when we started on them sport bikes. And like what's her name, Showstopper said, those of us that had jobs, we was barely hanging on to them jobs, getting fired, messing up all kind of stuff The late 90s, early 2000s was the best time to be on a motorcycle. We wasn't worried about no outlaws. We wasn't worried about no police. We wasn't worried about nothing. All we cared about was getting on that bike. We rode from sun up to sundown, in the morning, night, cold, hot. It didn't matter. We was on that bike.
All right, man. So you say you didn't worry about outlaws, man. What's up with outlaws, man? What's your outlaw background? First of all, before we go into that part, and I don't want to get too sidetracked. Are you in a motorcycle club?
No, I am not.
Okay, you're not. Okay, because I remember at one point in time when I first met you, you were, man.
I was.
Okay, you want to elaborate on that? What made you not want to be in a motorcycle club?
They kept kicking me out. They kicked me out once. I came back. They let me back. They kicked me out again. Shit.
I mean, God, dog, man, how long was you in the club, man?
Man, I lost it. I think I'm probably the longest running. I guess what y'all call it, prospect. Probably.
Now listen, when we talk about prospects, man, you know you probably opening up a can of worms because right now prospecting has been a real hot topic around these podcasting slash vlogging internet streets, man.
Yeah, I was around for a while because I guess according to them, I didn't assimilate the way they would have liked me to.
Okay, so did you get a full badge? Did
I
you make
did.
it out of you? So you made it out of the probie status.
Out of the probie, yeah. I made it out of the probie stage. Fully, 100% member.
Oh, okay, that's cool, man. I'm not gonna ask what club it is. I mean, I know what it is. If you care to share, that's on you. If not, we can keep it moving. As far as the name of that club, but was it your choice the last time you had your rags on? Was it your choice, or was it their choice when you walked away? Was it something that you gave up, or when they wanted them back, you just said, you know what, I'm done with it.
Nah, it they it was a little problem, but they ended up, they told me it was the last straw, regardless of how I felt about it, and I was like, you know what, maybe this probably ain't the best fit, so they got their rags back, you know.
Okay, all right. Listen, we got a comment, man. We got a few of them, but this one was just hilarious, man. So we got Toya. They say Black Dragon and y'all running neck to neck from what she heard.
Man, fuck Black Dragon. I said fuck Black Dragon before this shit. You know why I say fuck Black Dragon?
Man, no, I'm listening, man. I'm trying to hear. I mean, speak your mind.
I watched Black Dragon how many years ago? And I sit and listen to this bullshit that, you know what? Let me take that back. Let me get up close and personal.
All right, get up close in person.
I'm not gonna say fuck Black Dragon. What I will say, the Black Dragons of the world, there'll always be Black Dragons of the world because people don't think for themselves. You see what I'm saying? So whether it's Black Dragon or somebody else, they always gonna be here because people take the bullshit they spit out and they absorb it and they make Black Dragon, they put the Black Dragons on that platform, they create them. You see what I'm saying? Because they give air to the bullshit. Nobody sits back and says, that shit don't make no sense. Oh, Black Dragon said it, or such and such said it. It must be so. They sound like they know what they're talking about. Some of that shit is in direct violation of manhood, bro.
So I take it you never bought one of his books.
No. You listen to so much of that shit.
I listen to people, speak on him, and I don't want to turn this show into a show about him today. But I listened to a lot of different people in the last week, speak on him. You have some that speak highly of him. You have some that they don't like him. You got others that's just paying attention because that's relevant to what's going on. Him being a prospect or a probie for 5 years and taking 5 years to get his centerpiece. Then you got other people that say, they read his books, and a lot of clubs took his notes, his words, and implemented it into their bylaws to make their club grow. So, what do you? Is there any good about the guy from your perspective?
There's some good, like I said. I mean, I guess you do need some structure, but there has to be a balance. To me, okay, so there has to be a balance. You know what I mean? The process should not impede on a person's manhood. And frankly, from what I've seen, a lot of the things a lot of these clubs use to define, to test, or the things they try to put grown men through to see what they're getting, they don't make any damn sense. And all you're going to do is breed a bunch of anger and hate and confusion to the point, you don't know what you're getting. So a lot of people can slide into an organization that ain't about shit because there wasn't no structure in place to really see or test the man to see what kind of man are you really getting. Getting a motherfucker to cook, clean, wash shit, mop floors. I understand all that. Don't get me wrong. But you hear a lot of people talking about you need to humble yourself. You need to humble yourself. You need to be a man. Fuck that. One of the dudes that was my, what you call it, my what do you call him? What's your handler? The person that's in control, or my sponsor. That's what he was called. The first one I had turned out to be the biggest fucking piece of shit ever. And it didn't come out till years later.
You speaking from your club?
Yeah,
when you were a club. Okay, when you were in the club. He wasn't shit. Okay, I'm listening.
A little pressure came, somebody or some organization put a little
Come on, you freezing up.
pressure.
All right, you say somebody, hold on, it froze up a little bit. You said somebody from your club, as you were getting in, they came, okay, he faded out for a hot second. He's going to call, it's going to go back in. I'm waiting on him to come back in, man, because I want to hear about this pressure that was applied to whoever was in his club. All right, so let's get this together, man. Hold on a second. Let me see here. All right, yeah. So we got this pressure.
Yeah,
somebody had this pressure in his club.
They put a on him. 7 years later, the person that they put as my sponsor, that was probably one of the weakest individuals I know. They put a little pressure on him, and guess what he did?
What happened?
It wasn't me. It was this one and this one and this one. Pussy. I hope you're watching because he was a faggot.
So let me get this straight, man. Let me get this straight because I need a clear breakdown. So you meaning to tell me that it's a guy that was in your club when you were in the club. He was wearing a motorcycle vest on the motorcycle set, and he got approached by whoever he got approached by. And at some point in time, he threw his hands up type of thing. He got scared. He bowed down. He took the cop. He chickened out. That's what you trying to tell me?
No, the pressure came to him. He did something that was questionable, right?
All right.
When the pressure came, he folded But not only did he fold, he he volunteered information that wasn't asked.
So he told. He snitched.
Volunteered.
He voluntarily told.
Yeah, but that was the piece of shit that they put to judge me, which is why I had one of the reasons I had such a hard time. You see what I'm saying? Because I would not assimilate to, I knew he was a piece of shit. So I ended up getting kicked out. He dropped me, and I was like, cool, I go sit down for a little while, you know, and then eventually I came back.
To the club.
You
Was
see
he still at the club when you came back?
But I got a new sponsor. I had a different sponsor that time.
Oh man. God dog. Oof. Boy, it's getting hot. It's getting hot, man. Goodness gracious. I listen, all this stuff is fresh information to me. So I need to know it so that I can be aware of what's going on, man. So when I ask you these questions, man, it's just so that I can, follow. I can keep up with what's going on. So is the guy still out here on the bike set?
Nah, they ended up kicking his bitch ass out too.
Oh man. For being weak or for some other related stuff, man.
He went in, he volunteered. They didn't ask him to say what he said.
Right.
It wasn't just me, it was this person and this person. He raised his
Man.
hand.
That's crazy, man.
I'm sorry, man. I don't wish bad on nobody. You can't help but laugh. You know, it's like, this the same guy y'all used to judge me? The weakest link?
The weakest link, man. I got Keisha Dixon on here. She said, I thought we was talking about protocol. We are talking about protocol. We talking about that. We got a lot of stuff to talk about though. And a lot of it is dealing with, certain protocols. So was that part of the protocol, the biker protocol that you think is in the bike game to voluntarily share information to the other side?
Man, that's just life. From what I see, it's a lot of that going on, whether it be in the bike community or in the street. You know what I'm saying? The game doesn't change. It's a whole lot of that going on. Sharing information to to people that don't mean you no harm, that mean you harm.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I got huh? I got some questions too, man. They not they sent privately. Where are you originally from? Are you originally from Atlanta?
No, I'm from Jamaica.
You literally from there, okay. And what was your upbringing like?
It depends. Which part of it?
Shit, man, I want to fast forward. I want to fast forward it to, early adulthood.
Jamaica to Florida to Atlanta. You know, that's why it's kind of hard for me to accept or understand what they be talking about, like with the whole protocol thing, because we it was just a group of guys. We didn't have motorcycle vests, and we just rode our motorcycle. All alpha males, pretty much 80% of them was hustlers in some facet or another. You know, in some facet or another. Um, we respected each other as men. You know, so we respected each other as men. So we didn't really have a lot of these rules that they have now. So when I moved to Atlanta, I started a business, so I had to put the motorcycle down for a while so I could focus on what I was doing. Picked
Right.
it up again in 2012, you know. Picked it up again in 2012. Hold on.
See, y'all made him see them comments, man. He heard y'all in the comments talking about that he dark. Y'all can't see him. So now he about to go try to get some light. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about you in them comments, man. Now he got some light. Now y'all can see him.
Yeah, man. So I'll be honest, what made me buy a Harley was I forget who I was hanging around and how I ended up there. There was this guy named Sir Charles, and I think it was 2000. He was a mechanic. I think Sir Charles was from Texas, and I went through some hardships, when the recession hit. So I'm over at this shop named Sir Charles, and I hear all this bam, bam, bam. And I think I had met Sal somewhere. I don't remember the course of events, but I never forget. I saw they were Kings of the South too. They rolled up. They had on a vest. I seen a line of rubber about 20 feet long, and I was like, they do this on Harleys too? Like a Harley can do that? And they got out talking shit, and I'm like, this shit is right up my alley. This like seemed like the crew that I just, these dudes just act just like my people, and it was fun. They were having fun. I think we left. They were talking shit. Went out. JP and Meezy, they raced, sell. It just looked like a whole bunch of fun, man. So I think I probably bought a bike a week later, 2 weeks later.
Oh yeah, man, that had to be yeah, that had to be fun and exciting, man, to go from that crotch rocket to that Harley, man. And I know a lot of us in the beginning, we always talked about how we wasn't going we wasn't going into the Harley game, and now look at us, man. We can't stay away from it.
Man, I'm telling you.
All right, so now when you talk about a lot of stuff that changed on the Atlanta set, man, and you speak on the Outlaws. You spoke on Outlaws back then. What is the Outlaw? What is the bike set like in Atlanta from your perspective, and how did the Outlaws move where you had a reason to speak on them?
Hmm. From what I'm understanding, the Outlaws been how they've been and been doing what they've been doing before I came on the set or before I was affiliated with the set. I don't know if it was to the point that it is now, but from what I see, it's always been that way. The problem, I guess, or the issue I have, or the dilemma I have is I don't understand. Have you ever tried explaining motorcycle culture to somebody that's not from the motorcycle culture?
Yeah, they just something that they just not relatable to. They can't understand.
So it's some of the rules and regulations and things that are done and not done. I had a real problem understanding. I'm like, but why? Um, like a little kid, but that don't make sense.
Hey,
But
Antonio Peterson said, "Don't sugarcoat anything.
okay,
Don't
I won't.
sugarcoat anything. Don't do that."
It didn't make sense. Like I heard, the last thing somebody wrote it today. The white boys, because there was so much speeding and blasting going on around in Atlanta. The white outlaw MC told the black outlaw MC, "Y'all better handle them, or we don't have to." I mean, like, what you mean handle? Handle us for what? Handle us why? I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't understand this whole me being where I'm from. I didn't understand this. What do you mean they can tell you what to do and you have to get permission from them to do this? And I'm like, huh? If you gotta get permission, it just didn't make any sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So after a while, I just kind of I'm like, all right, it's whatever, not really understanding the full magnitude of what it was. It just didn't make no damn sense. I'm like, these men just like y'all, why do they get to dictate why do I need to ask them to do this? Why does it have to be permission? Why do they get to tell you? I'm not from that background. You understand what I'm saying? So I had no I had no reference point of how that shit even worked.
Mm. So the clubs down there seek permission.
It's a process or whatever. You can't just do it. You got to ask, or you have to be allowed to.
I think that's not just Atlanta. I think that's
It's
Uh,
everywhere.
yeah,
Oh,
it's everywhere. But I also think that it's the individuals and how they move as well.
yeah, because I mean, even Cell tried to explain to me. He was like, the MC, for you to be a club and wear the thing MC, you can't just do it. And I'm like, why not? He's like, you can't. I said, so is there a patent on MC? I was, I felt stupid. He broke it down. Is there a patent or is there something? Who owns it? Somebody own or is it copyrighted? You know. So I just couldn't understand the whole concept of being told what the fuck to do or what you can and can't do, when you can do this, when you can't do that. No, that's not just Atlanta. That's a lot of places. But I didn't understand that concept. You know,
Okay, all right.
talking about Lavish. Have you ever tried to explain that shit to somebody that's not of the bike world?
You know what? Somebody that's not from the bike world, that's something that they will never understand. They won't get that. Um, it's something that they just won't get. You gotta be from it, man, to even understand it. It'll be kind of foreign to somebody that's not from the bike world, man. It just won't work.
Because it don't make sense. That's why.
You said don't make sense. No,
Don't make
I mean,
fucking
but you got I've seen cases where outlaws tried to bully people and it didn't work out that way.
it. Well, I don't know where you live or how it worked where you live.
Hey man, listen man, your boy Antonio Patterson say you tap dancing, man. You tap dancing, man.
Tell Antonio to ask me a question.
You tap dancing, man. So they know you. They know you. So I'm trying to figure out, man, what you tap dancing about, man. You got something on your chest that you got to say, man. I want you to get it out.
Your show, you got to ask me questions. You ask me questions, I answer.
You gonna ask? So hey, listen. So when y'all ask the questions that y'all want to know, I want to ask them.
The whole
As we continue this dialogue, I want to ask those questions because I'm not sure what they keep making references to as far as tap dancing. But we
the
gonna
whole
do it.
outlaw thing, right?
Yeah.
I've never understood how, and it's less than 1%. 1% can control. So I go to a party and these guys pull up, and I never understood why everybody leaving. If y'all don't want them here, why everybody don't hold their ground? It's 500 of y'all. I never understood it. I didn't understand it. Like that's just the way it is. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
It's like the truth of the matter is, I got put out. The final straw broke the camel's back for me. Why I got put out of the club? One, pointing out some things that maybe I shouldn't have pointed out in the way that I pointed them out. But the straw that broke the camel's back for me was some guys. Something happened, and I voiced my opinion on it. And my club members didn't like the fact that I did it because they told me, hey man, we just got out of hot water with these guys. What the fuck you mean you just got out of hot water with these guys? Ain't we grown men? I never understood shit happening and a million phone calls gotta be made. That I made a phone call, phone call, phone call. Grab your fucking nuts. I get sick of that shit. I got sick of hearing that shit. We can't go here, we can't go there, we can't do this, we can't do that. Why? And then I realized it's not just us. So they get to dictate our movements. We punish our members. You know, we control where our members stick they dick. Their bitches are off limits. Their bitches are sacred. Their bitches gave the pussy up voluntarily, but because one of our members decided to stick his dick in it, we gonna chastise him. They not gonna chastise their people. So it's a lot of shit that did not fucking make sense to me. I did not understand. One thing that wasn't explained to me that I learned when I learned that I chose to stay is a guy named Big Al used to say, man, people got to understand when they come in this arena, they got to understand what they getting themselves into. They never told me that before I signed up. I kind of learned that. But to me, it wasn't no big deal because that's just like being a man. But the truth of the matter is, you got these 99% clubs, right?
Right.
They're just to have fun, have a good time, eat, drink, get as much vagina as they can if they want to. It's an escape. Ride motorcycles. They say, some people say it's a lifestyle. Some people say it's a hobby. Some people say it's a lifestyle, hobby, pastime, whatever it is. Well, if it's such a lifestyle, when a motherfucker telling you what to do and where you can go and where you can't go, why ain't a lifestyle then? I just didn't understand, dog. I didn't, and when nobody gonna make me fucking stay home, because they said I was always taught and Stell, Big Cell explained a lot of this shit to me. A lot of it I went and looked up on my own.
Hold on a second. I got Big Sale chiming in. I want let me see, man. I got Big Sale chiming in. I want to go ahead and get him on the I want to go ahead and get him on here as well. Give me a second. Big Sale, where you at? Where you at? Let me see. Let me put him in here. Big Sale.
Yeah, I mean, can you hear
Sale,
me?
Sale, you there? Let me see where he at. I just put him. I just put him in here. Let me. All right, he just left out of here. So, um, let me
Well,
see.
anyway, like I
Yeah.
was saying, explain to me that they big brother, they supposed to look out for the set. They were the founding fathers and this, that, the next. So I didn't understand where a lot of the pressure was coming from. It was a whole lot of pressure. You know what I mean? Everybody tiptoeing. Why you tiptoeing? I know a lot of them dudes. They seem like real cool dudes. I know a lot of them dudes before this motorcycle shit. And we ended up in this motorcycle shit. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And, one guy with, over on that side from Seaside, California. I know him from a whole nother life. You know, quite a few of them. So it just didn't make sense to me. All the how they do what they do. That's their life, but you don't have to listen.
Right. I'm gonna see. Sale. If I don't know if it's on mute. Sale, you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. What's going on?
Hey man, what they do, man? So listen, man. Y'all on this motherfucker bullshit. Now I'm finna let me show you how to get this shit cracking, man.
All
Let me
right,
let
let's
me
hear it. Let's hear it, Sale.
excuse
Let's
me
hear
for
it.
hold on. Okay, let me see.
All right,
Michael
Sale.
Corleone is a hell of a dude. He's a very articulate dude. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, Michael Corleone is a very articulate dude, and he got a lot to say. This is how you gonna get him started. Savage, please explain what you meant by help me understand why would underworld figures even want to mix with regular folks? This is why I say fuck protocol. It's a fake. Please explain.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Did you hear him?
Why would I say that? Quite simple. Because I'm still here.
Yeah, you still there?
Quite simple. I say that because I wasn't always who I was now. So People on that side of the fence do what they do, right? So if you're on that side of the fence doing what you do, you're taking a lot of risk. Why would you why would you allow fucking with regular folk? Why would you allow that to bait up what you're doing? Why would you even take that risk? You see what I'm saying? Because outlaws dance on a different side of the fence. It's on YouTube. It's on all kind of documentaries. It's not a secret anymore. Outlaws on TikTok, Facebook, and fucking Instagram. You see what I'm saying? They do their thing. So if you making money over here, to answer Cell's question, and you making money, which I'm gonna assume you doing certain shit, why would you waste time fucking with other motherfuckers on this side of the fence? That ain't got nothing to do with what you got going. I would want to keep you away from me so you don't fuck what I'm doing up. So that's what I didn't understand. So that answer your question?
I mean, it's a lightweight answer, but what I think you're trying to say, because you mix that with fuck protocol is fake. So what I'm saying is, right now you're not saying names and situations. So are you saying that the outlaw MCs mixing with the 99% MCs is what you do not understand, and it doesn't make
Nah, it's not them mixing with the 99. Can y'all hear me? Am I there?
Yeah, you definitely here.
Them mixing with the 99% MCs is not the problem. The problem is why come in and fuck up the program? But what the even bigger problem is, why are they allowed to? Why all these grown men ain't standing their ground? I'm not saying everybody got to get into a gun battle or a brawl, but speak up for yourself. Defend yourself. They might respect you more.
Okay,
all right.
I
So
see what
that
he's
goes
saying.
that leads into the next question that you said today. All of this was what you said today. So that's what we're asking. You said one of these days, you 99%ers should try holding your ground instead of always getting ran off and sent home. Stay put for once. Who are you talking about, and who are you referencing this to? And is there any particular situation that brought you to this conclusion?
Yeah, I'm talking about any 99% club that's a pretty large club that we look at that should be able to defend themselves and protect themselves and their people, allowing people from other organizations to come in and disrupt their activity.
Wait. We're not saying names. We being nice about it.
Not saying names ain't got nothing to do with being nice. It ain't got nothing to do with being nice. I'm talking about a principle, a general principle.
Okay.
It ain't it ain't about no brawl. It ain't about pulling guns. About allowing people that you don't want at your shit to come in and disrupt your normal activities, whoever they might be. On the hot seat. I see that, Antonio. I'm on the hot seat. I don't mind. I'm used to it.
Well, no, it's not. It's not. What I'm telling you is, you know who you are. And I know your passion and your love for being a grown man. I know that, and that's the only reason why I'm trying to push this thing into existence, because everybody, when you make a post, Savage, you're very articulate, you're very smart, you're very intuitive, and when you say certain things, it riles people up and it gives people hope. But today, when you guys, when you and Lavish was doing what just a few minutes ago, you guys were beating around the bush. So what I'm doing is just simply, I'm reading your post and I'm asking you to expound on your post. The next one is, a bully is not simply going to remove his foot off your neck just because you kindly ask him to. Y'all make me sick, allowing a small percentage to handle y'all any kind of way. How you get bullied by your old homie just because he switched sides and changed his uniform? Shaking my head. If I was a bully, I'd bully y'all too. Please explain. Please.
That's easy. That's easy. The way from the way it's been explained to me, a lot of cats in 1% clubs. I don't know about the Caucasian side, but on the African American side, they came from other clubs. So how you come from another club? You was a regular person, like Biggie said. You niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being scared of a nigga that breathed the same air as me. Now these motherfuckers go over to the other side, put on all black, and now they stepping down on you. I don't understand that concept. If you
We've
don't
been
want to,
seeing that happen. We've been seeing that happen too. It's happening everywhere because it's happening. It's happening in my city too, man. You see people jumping from a 99% club to a 1% club, and they hold everything and changed about them. They the toughest of the toughest, man.
Okay, so listen. Now you just went a step further. Now you just said some shit. So
All right.
you're saying, so now you guys are both saying that one percenters are leaving 99% clubs, becoming one percenters, and then going back to the 99% club, bullying them, destroying their parties, and shutting their shit down.
No,
hold on.
I'm not gonna say that's happening here,
Stop you right there. Let me
but
stop
they definitely becoming tougher than what they once were.
stop you right there. What the fuck, Seth? In the entire fuck? You heard the words you just used? What in the fuck do I look like letting some people come in? Them niggas never misrepresented themselves. They always been who they been, right? What the fuck do I allow you to do and I outnumber you? Like I said, 300 grannies ain't gonna allow 30 niggas to walk into their kitchen. 300 Christian grandmothers not gonna allow 30 people to walk in their kitchen. 10% of 300 is 30. They 1%. So you got 10 people that walk into your set up perimeters and all that, and you stand there and allow that shit. Everybody big, bad, tough biker. Everybody got on all black boots and leather vests and this is Georgia. This is Georgia. This is a stand your ground motherfucking state. It's legal.
Still, they say you too dark. Cut the light on.
Light is on. This is
I'm actually at work. I just was trying to listen to this thing. I know my audio is horrible. I'm on a cell phone trying to bring it all to you. But matter of fact, let me see if I can change the settings
hear you great.
and put it. No, it's only. Anyway, is that better? Is my sound better now?
No, your
Is
sound
my
is
sound
better. They
better
say they
now? Yeah.
can't see you.
Right. Okay. So listen to what I'm saying.
All right, Sale, we lost Sale for a second, but he'll chime back in. I'm already more than sure that he will.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm here.
I understand everything Sal said. He read my post and I stand on what I said. I don't understand how it is that people that you know, these not strangers, the majority of them are people that you knew before. So they become outlaws and they can walk up in your house, you answering, being all humble, and I don't know these cats like that.
I don't know, man.
A lot of y'all
I think that is area, man, because like what you're saying, we in Detroit, man, we ain't rocking like that, man. And it's nothing against the Outlaws. I would like to say that we have a great relationship, and they come and we all fellowship together here.
they allowed to do it. They're gonna do what they're allowed to do. Inadvertently, they've been given that authority. Inadvertently, they've been given that authority, and we assimilate to the shit.
So do y'all 99 percenters in regular MC clubs down there, do y'all party with the Outlaws? Do y'all go to the Outlaw clubs and patronize with them?
They do. I don't know if they still. It's been a while since I've been around, but when last time I was there, They were there too. It was a big, nice big social gathering. Today, tomorrow, they gonna punch you in your shit.
Oh man. Listen, man, I got pound for pound in here, man. Cats be mad. Y'all big money cats got in the game. Clean ass Harleys. Y'all cats not dusty knocking off they women. And some of y'all new cats carry street credit. They won't. So yeah, they come to test the waters. You believe that to be any truth to that?
Of course, of course. But like I said, it's 20 of them and 50 of us. I'm gonna say us. Even if you can't fight, the sheer numbers alone, stand up and grab your fucking nuts and protect your people, man. Stop throwing your people under a bus for a select few because they say some shit. They don't punish their people when they people do something stupid or do something whatever it is. They don't punish their people. They don't put their people out of the club. They don't chastise their. Hey man, stop doing that shit. Leave them niggas alone. All right. You see what I'm saying? The shit is it's reverse. Take care of your people the same way. We all men.
We got Toby Lewis. He say hidden agendas are all over the MC set. That's where smoke and mirrors come in at.
Speaking of hidden genders, you know what I guess I found out? It must be some money being made that I don't know about. The money from the MC set must be good. Because the only reason I see the act like do the shit that's being done around here is money. A whole lot of money being passed over. Is there some money going around, Toby, Antonio, Sel? Can y'all elaborate on that? Was I not told about there's some bands being passed around or being made off the MC set other than concessions and hot dogs and ribs and food and the bar? Is there some money being passed around I don't know about?
Mm, interesting, man. So when you say passed around, man, what you saying, man?
Is there some
You speaking on the clubs? You
yes,
speaking on club money? Where's the club money going?
dues, but is somebody making money off of this shit? Because the only reason I see the flex the way you do is if you're making some bread.
I don't know about no money being made. I could be oh, Toby Lewis say stealing too. Stealing.
Stealing what? A motorcycle?
Stealing the money, I'm more than sure. It's
I
done
don't know.
turned, you got Terry Pritchett. It's done turned into money being made. Yeah. It's money being made. I believe it.
Hey, it must be a lot of money, boy, because to, in- to not be able to look yourself in the mirror and get treated like that, you know, it's shit. I don't get it. I don't understand, and maybe I never will. Maybe it ain't for me. That's why I'm no longer in an MC. It ain't for me yet. Toya said, "Am I saying that what I did in my club would not have been bad in an MC club? You fucking right. It wouldn't have been bad in a 1% club. No, because one thing about it, two things for sure. We bikers. We not pillars of society. We supposed to be society's whatever, dregs or whatever. The shit we do in a motorcycle club, they don't do that in regular society. But now this shit seem like fucking ChristianMingledMeat.com. You get in trouble if you touch the wrong bitch on the ass, or you get too drunk, or shit like that. It's stupid, man. The shit is dumb. It's a whole bunch of hypocrisies. We scrutinizing club brothers for getting too drunk. He get drunk all the time. I thought that's what bikers do. They get fucking drunk. So what? Take him home.
Okay, hold on. Toya says, so you saying what you did in your club would not have been bad as a 1%. Okay, you already answered that.
No, let me repeat what she said. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. It's not about it being bad in a 1% club, it shouldn't be. It wouldn't be bad in an all male club. 1% or not. We men first.
All right.
So L.O. Hughes said can't be a liability to the club. Man, what the look, man. I get what he's saying, but we too touchy, man. The motorcycle plus club is a place you're supposed to be able to come and get drunk and go lay down. If you get too drunk, your people gonna protect you, take care of you. Hey man, cut that shit out.
So is this? Is it still brotherhood in the club from your perspective? Is the brotherhood? Is the brotherhood still there?
Be specific.
Just like you said, if you get too drunk, your brother, your club member, your club brother, he's gonna tell you to knock it off, cut it out. You know, you gotta make sure you go home safe. Is that still there, or is it off, or is everybody just out for themselves?
There's different pockets. There's different pocket here, pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. It's not blanket across the board brotherhood. It depends on who you are and who you got a relationship with.
All right, we got Mike Mickens. He said, "You going, damn, you going in deep. Listen, every club got their issues. At the end of the day, you just can't let them change who you are, which I can honestly say you didn't."
Mm-mm. There's just certain things, man, certain rules you don't break. When certain things happen to certain people, you don't ask no questions, man. You don't try to make sense of it. You don't ask no questions. You just do it. It
Yeah.
don't need to go to no. You just take care of your people, man.
This is funny, man. It just came in, man. Miss Thomas, she say these niggas be filing lawsuits for shit that be happening on the set. That was funny, man. I personally haven't seen that. I've seen some police interactions in cars, man. But the lawsuit. Hey, listen, Savvy, have you heard of any lawsuits being filed on the set? You know, I'm sure that it happened. I'm sure that it has happened. It's just hilarious to hear it, man.
Suing brothers, man. And then, for different reasons and shit. That's why I am the way I am, because it's a big. Let me be clear, man.
All
Like I
right.
said, Cass is gonna be what Cass has been and always is. That's who they are. Do I agree with everything they do? No, I don't have to. You see what I'm saying? But I got a lot of people over there that I fuck with, believe it or not. And I tell them all the time, you're tripping. But if you allow them to do that shit to you, that's where the problem lies. Let them do what they gonna do. But they only do it because y'all motherfuckers allow it. Like I said in that text, I would bully you too if I was a bully. You understand what I'm saying?
All right. Now I'm going checking up on some of these comments. They might not be in all in order. But I want to still read them as they come in. This is coming not in the chat, this is coming straight to my phone. Um, they say, what about what a 99%er spends the whole year out supporting to have a successful event, and then the 1%er comes and it gets shut down? Or the 1%er comes and it's a problem. The 1%er comes to someone's annual and pretty much fuck their party up after they done spent a year planning, inviting guests over. Um, that's a statement slash question that was sent to me. What's your take on that?
What do I say to that? Hey man, what I say to that? I said, what makes them feel comfortable enough to fuck with you like that? if you can't, they say if you can't beat them, join them, right? But it's called 1% for a reason. It's 1% of the motorcycle population. That's why this shit don't make sense to me. You see what I'm saying? It don't make any fucking sense to me. I'm sorry. So if you ain't big enough and everybody got the same problems, you guys band together and put a stop to it. Ain't no need to cry. Ain't no need to beg. Ain't no need to ask them for nothing. Stop their ass at the door. Stop their ass at the road. Work together. Martin Luther King did it with a whole bunch of law-abiding Christians, old people. That wasn't about that life. That didn't have permitless carry. This Georgia, everybody got permitless carry. Y'all got the same things they got. You allow them to step on your fucking neck, so they gonna keep stepping on that motherfucker.
Hey, so do you think that the 99 percenters don't stick together like the 1%ers stick together amongst themselves?
Hell no, they don't. For different reasons. I don't know all the reasons. I ain't been in this shit that long. And like I said, I've been in this shit, but the majority of the time the shit just never made sense to me and I never understood it.
Okay. Toby say clubs are being infiltrated from within. And you spoke on that earlier, pretty much stating that the guy gave volunteered information that wasn't even asked. So when you speak on clubs being infiltrated from within, yeah, I'm sure that you got a lot of people in clubs that's running their mouths outside of clubs, sharing club business, speaking about what's going on in their club, letting the outsiders know everything from moves they making to issues and problems.
That's in every organization, whether it be a motorcycle club, a criminal organization, or the fucking government. How you think they know all the shit they know about Joe Biden? How you think they know it's a fucking Alzheimer's or Parkinson's specialist that's been coming to the White House? Somebody fucking told it. So what? Grab your nuts, man. If you don't want them fuckers to come around, tell them you don't want them to come around and stand on that shit.
Would you like to see the motorcycle club, the bike set become unionized?
No. I think it unionized. Nah. I think it can stay the way it is. I think if there's a problem or a common problem, I think everybody can work together under unique circumstances, you know what I'm saying, depending on what the circumstances are. But these clubs are big enough to protect themselves since we need to be protected. I never knew we needed to be protected.
All right, here we got another question. What about 1%ers actually a single member whose club has nothing to do with anything tries to put a green light on a female club? What's your take on outlaws bothering female clubs?
I don't understand outlaws bothering none of this shit, man. And I'm getting frustrated. I don't understand what the fuck you bothering them for. Listen, but you can't control them. I don't understand that shit. What are you bothering them for? Let them fucking. Everybody want to control some shit and they don't even control their fucking own life. Bothering a social club, I don't give a fuck about a social club. If I want to go to the social club party, if that shit pop in, I go.
Right.
If I don't want to go, I don't. All this, well, we need the outlaws and the council to regulate the dates so that people don't go to the same thing on this date and the clubs don't. But shut the fuck up. Want to go, man. If they don't want to go to that shit, they don't go. They don't need you to tell them whether they can go or not. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Right.
Seeing it wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm from a place where everybody got free will, man. You don't get to dictate to me which party I go to on whose night and what. I don't fucking give a fuck about none of that shit. If Lavish, if your club having something the same as a club in fucking Ohio, Made Men, Next Level, Your club, who I'm gonna pick which one I want to go to. That shit don't need to be regulated, man. People got their own minds; they can make the fuck up themselves.
I get it, man. Listen, I got this. I'm reading some of the comments, man. That's going on here. People say that you like to poke the bear. How does that make you feel? Feeling that? I mean, I'm listening to the bear right now, but how does that make you feel when people say that? They say you don't play, you do not play well with others or authority.
I do not play well with authority. That's correct. That's true. I don't like it. I don't like nobody. You got to understand, dog. Since the age of 19, I've found out that the greater majority of what people told me to do was a lie, was wrong. If everybody buying a car from a car dealership, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna find a broker. I'm gonna find a wholesale way to do it. I'm not people. As far as poking the bear, sometimes you need to poke the fucking bear. You know what I'm saying? The bear don't get poked. You realize that the bear don't have no authority. The bear just look like a big, tall, strong animal, and he don't have. And then you realize he ain't got no authority over you. But you won't know until you poke his ass.
Oh man, god damn. Hey man, we got Antonio. He say, man, now I can go ahead and ask them questions, man. You pretty fucking lit right now, man. You pretty lit. I guess, hey, listen. I guess this is where they wanted you to be at. They wanted you to be here. Not you on fire, man. Not you on fire, man. Shit, we got all kinds of shit we can talk about now, man. Come on and drop them comments. Get up in that comment box, man, because I got a lot of shit to read. He's on one now, man.
Kings of the South next weekend. Man, I fuck with them dudes. Like, I like them to have a good time with them dudes. You know, a real good time. I'm gonna be. I don't want to be. I don't even know where they're having their shit yet, man. But I don't want to see. I don't want to go to that shit and Cass pull up and everybody. Ooh, Cass pull up. Cass pull up. And hold on, man. This young cat said something to me, man, and I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna read it to you because I understood where he was coming from. I really understood where he was coming from. He made a valid point the way he said it. I know everybody's not a gangster. Everybody ain't trying to go to jail. People got kids. I get all that, man. I swear to God I do. But let me find this comment my boy said, man. Youngin said some real shit. His name is Enos White.
All right.
Said, Enos said, Enos said, I always thought the underworld dudes came from the underworld, not the 99. Only in special cases. Old head saw something in a specific individual and hand plucked him, ran him through the prerequisite test. I wish it was like I envisioned it to be. When I saw my first underworld affiliate at 11 years old, I thought it was the coolest thing. The mystery, the intrigue of not knowing what happens on that side. Now, diamonds have Facebook pages, TikToks, Instagrams. It's wild.
Hey, now I remember back when I had started doing like, videos and pictures and everything like that, man. It was like an uproar, man. Man, okay, cool, man. We ain't gonna put y'all on pictures. We ain't gonna take no pictures of you, man. Now you look, man, they taking more pictures than me. They
Lavish.
all over the place.
I got a little homeboy named the Nine Brown, and I don't know where he got the pictures of me. You won't find no pictures of me. I don't know if I blanked out.
No,
You
you
won't
still here.
find no pictures. You won't find very many pictures of me before 2012. You won't, because I know what I was doing. I stopped doing what I was doing in 2007 or 6. But before that, you won't find very many pictures of me. So my whole thing is, if that's your life and that's what you do it. Don't force that shit down other people's throats. But if they gonna allow you to,
Hey man, we got Toby. He said, these cats they selling their bros for meaningless positions that don't pay shit. And you got people that's, thirsting for these titles and attentions, man. People want to be presidents, vice presidents, lieutenants, or whatever the positions is, man. And they willing to, fuck over somebody to get this position, man. What's your take on that, man? On these position holders, title holders. And matter of fact, not even what's your take. What have you seen? I want to hear what you've seen. Speak on the foolishness that you might have seen with these positions. I know you got something for me. I know you do.
Could hold them if y'all didn't allow them to hold them. So people, and I said it, Freeze, Antonio Peterson said something, and it's like, if the body, the way it was, the body is the club, right, Lavish?
Right. The body is the club. You're only as strong as your body.
If the body got it's not the dictator's fault that the body ain't got no balls. So if the body ain't got no balls, guess what? A dictator gonna have his way. At some point in time, there has to be a shift. The body got to take responsibility for it. You see what I'm saying? Or else, whoever it might happen to be gonna have their way. There's no divine intervention. The motorcycle gods ain't just gonna come down and plunk that dictator out. It's not. The body gotta grow a set of balls. If you don't like what's going on, don't talk about the shit after the meeting. Handle that shit. Do what you gotta do.
Man, these guys ain't about to be talking about that stuff during the club meeting, man. They talking about everything else except for what needs to be said in the club meeting. They waiting till after the club meeting to talk about what should have been talked about during the club meeting. Come on, man. You already know these guys ain't cut like that.
Too.
Huh?
They do that shit in Detroit too?
Man, hey, listen, man. It ain't just in Atlanta, man. Let me tell you that, man. I hear a lot of shit, man. Listen, I'm getting a lot of shit, man, from all the coasts, man. So when a person think that it's just happening in their city, in their town, oh man, it ain't just happening in your city, your town, man. It's widespread. It's widespread, man.
Toby Tebow said, it's hard when the dictator undermining the bros. Hey, what I've learned, Caesar, I say it all the time on Facebook, Caesar said the mob is fickle. When they crucified Jesus, Caesar was asking, why do you want to crucify Jesus? What has he done? We want to crucify Jesus. We want to crucify Jesus. It's like Jesus said, man, they hate you to love you, to hate you to love you again. Motherfuckers hate you today and love you tomorrow. Look at Chris Brown. When Chris Brown beat Rihanna's ass, they wanted his head on a platter. Right or wrong?
They wanted his head on the platter.
Everybody love Chris Brown now. He charging $1,000 for a picture grabbing a bitch ass after he done beat a bitch up. You see what I'm saying? Diddy probably, if they don't lock his ass up, he gonna have the biggest PR campaign. And 5 years, 3 years from now, everybody gonna forget what Diddy did. People, man, Bob Marley said it. Man to man is so unjust. They hate you to love you, to hate you to love you again. People don't know what the fuck they want, man.
Hey man, Antonio, he want me to tag Toby in. Hey man, we can get it, man. Where you at? I gotta text me his number. DM me the number. I'll send you the link. I ain't got the number. I'll send the link over. It's sitting right here, man. You know, go ahead, send me that link, man. And it's definitely room, man. If that's what you want to do, send somebody, give them my number, man. And yeah, we can do that. That ain't no thing. Shoot. Let me see here, man. I want to go ahead and make sure I can. I want to make sure I can get that, man. I want to make sure I can get that. I gotta find where my
Hey,
phone
what
number at.
commenting on
Huh?
the podcast? What platform are they commenting on the podcast?
They on Facebook and YouTube under Lavish T. Williams.
Some people watching it on YouTube. I get it.
Yeah, you got some on YouTube and some on Facebook.
Got you.
They can see you walk on water and still say you can't swim. Oh man, this is something else, man. Listen, man, somebody Bolo, what's happening? Listen, somebody get Toby number to me. Y'all on there, get Toby number to me.
You know which organization president left a permanent imprint and stamp on me?
Matter of fact, who is that? Here go my number on the screen, man. Hit me up, text me on my number real quick, man. There it go right there. 313-889-8157. Who was that?
Oh man, I can't remember his name. From Block Burners, died. Block Burners, Atlanta. He was on some shit, man, with like the type of stuff they were doing, like not just in the community, but building up their club from within
Yeah.
with selling cars, and they were turning this shit into some real, and I hate that guy died, man. I had an interview with him at the restaurant one time. I cannot remember his damn name, and it's eating me up. The president of in Atlanta, man.
We got some comments coming in. Tuna, was that his name?
Oh my God. Tuna was on that. Tuna was on that building shit. Tuna was empowering his members financially from within. He ain't talk loud. He ain't talk a lot. That dude Tuna, man. When I found out, and he probably shouldn't even have told me, but when he told me the stuff they had going on, that guy left a permanent imprint in my brain.
What'd he teach you, man?
It's not what he taught me, it's to see him putting that shit into action with his members, you know, empowering financially. You know how much money is in these clubs, man? We could take this shit a whole nother way and build each other up in each separate club. But we too much like crabs. Some kind of way Tuna surpassed that shit and was able to at least start it. He had all kind of foundations going on. Man, that guy Tuna,
yeah,
I think Tuna's an hero of the bike set. One of the biggest unsung heroes of the bike set. The shit Block Burners had going on in Atlanta, it was amazing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, you know the funny thing about when we talk about people, and like you just mentioned him, it's so many of us that's out here in the bike world, in clubs, independent riders, or everything in between. Outside of the common bond, the bikes, man, you'll be shocked and surprised at how many great things people are doing in their personal lives, just outside the bike world, man. That's doing nonprofits, that's in high occupational trades and all kinds of things. But a lot of us don't even know that because we don't take the time to know a person. And sometimes people, they don't walk around with that clout on their shoulders, on their chest, saying, "Hey, I'm a doctor, I'm a surgeon." They just want to be regular people, man. So when I hear you speak on him, I just think about all the other people that we got out here, man, that's doing a lot of great things, and they just flying under the radar.
Mm-hmm. And in today's climate, man, if they know what I know, they'll continue to fly under the radar. If it's meant for you to know who they are, you'll know. I just talked to one of them this morning. He's a Kings of the South, as a matter of fact. I'll
Okay.
never tell you who he is. He know who he is. I talked to him this morning about some shit, man. Real sound brother. But if you need to know, you'll find out.
That's right.
And he
And,
right under our nose.
and you never even know it, man. I mean, some people don't need all that attention, man. They really don't. And they doing great things. They doing great. They doing a lot of great stuff. I see it every day. We got
Ooh, that
we got
question,
next level
Latoya,
in here, or they could be a rocket scientist.
do you see that question Latoya Pink just asked?
What she say? They already have. Oh, okay. Nope. That's Yolanda Hammond that said that. Toya said, "Do you think the new blood coming along is going to change the bike set? Do you think they are? Or you think they fucking it up?"
I don't know about Detroit. I don't know about, well, LA. I see a lot of young blood in California. I don't really know much about the Detroit market, but in Atlanta, the 20 something year olds that I've met,
Yeah.
they don't want no parts of this shit. They be like, man, fuck that. Them motherfuckers want to be somebody daddy. Tell a motherfucker what to do and have us sweep mopping. I don't see how the bike set is regenerating in Atlanta, like for the young, much younger ones. I see a bunch of late 30s and 40-year-olds coming into clubs possibly. But as far as the younger ones, what I'm seeing and what I'm being told, they don't want no parts of this shit. There are some clubs that might be getting them, but I don't see like how when we was in our 20s terrorizing the street on motorcycles, I don't see these youngins staying out the club, man. From what I see, like I said, I could be wrong, but they not coming in droves like how it was when we were in our 20s.
I do see a difference in the I do see a difference in the new generation, and I'm not even saying age wise. I'm just saying young as far as just coming into the bike set. Um, Things change. A lot of stuff from traditional MC clubs to
Mm-hmm.
riding clubs and other types of motorcycle clubs to things that a lot of people settled for and took back in the day. These guys ain't going for that no more. You're not talking to them crazy. You're not doing that, and you still got a lot of old head guys out there that's still with that old mentality. And these new guys, they not going for that shit. And then a lot of times, um, you really, some people say, man, what do I need a club for? I can ride my bike and I can hang out with everybody for free, and go home and have no obligations and catch you tomorrow, or hang with the new crew or another crew, or you know
I
what I'm
give you,
saying?
I give you an example, and I'm probably gonna put him on the spot. Let's take somebody like Cash,
All right.
right? Cash in Atlanta.
Yeah. No, I know exactly. I just had him in front of the camera last week.
Cash got it, daddy. Cash young, he wild, he don't always want to listen, but you still embrace him. You take him as he is. A lot of older cats not accepting of that. They wanna, they wanna be somebody daddy. Take that little young boy as he is, man. He not gonna fit. He not a fit for a lot of the way the structure is right now because the old heads don't know how to take him as he is. Take him as he is, man. You see what I'm saying? That's the new generation, whether we like it or not.
No, that definitely is, because they're adjusting to today's. They are adjusted to today's time, and their environment is much different than what our environment was at that particular time. You got these young cats now, man. They having way more fun. They making their money. They buying everything that they want. And then when you go back to listening to some old stories from old club guys, everything was all about, you didn't need a lot of money to have fun. At the time, a lot of people, they wasn't traveling like that. So of course these old guys, they're not gonna understand what these new guys are doing, how they vibing, how they biking. They're gonna look at them like they're a piece of shit, and that they can talk to them like they are a piece of shit. And the new guys is not gonna tolerate that. These up and coming guys, that's working, because you got to keep in mind a lot of these bikers out here now, they working regular jobs, good paying jobs. They're just enjoying their motorcycles. They're enjoying the fellowshipping. the bonding around other people. But when it comes down to that club and some of the disrespect that goes along with the club, you got older guys like me, it's nothing. You kind of already know who you're dealing with, so you brush it over your head. But I've been around for a while. You get a new guy, they hear somebody say some off the wall stuff, and it's like they on attack mode.
Bro, let me tell you, that was me on steroids in my 20s. Me from back then. I didn't give myself that name. There's a few people in it. It's a few people that know me from back then. You couldn't tell me shit. You can't tell me shit now, but back then, man. So, and all the stuff Cash was doing on it, I was doing it on Harleys. We on one wheel everywhere we go. So it's hard for me. That's one of my problems. It's hard for me to listen to somebody that ain't done shit, or I don't see what the fuck you've done other than read some books or regurgitate some information that somebody else told you. And now you're trying to tell me that shit. I ain't trying to. You got to
man,
show me.
man, we got
You know?
Sharp. He say they will follow. It's all about the way you approach them.
Hey, what did Nick just say? That's another cat I got a lot of respect for.
Too
John,
much selfishness and instant gratification is needed nowadays, which is damaging the bike culture.
correct. That's a real hey. That's a real humble guy. A lot of people don't see coming. You know what I'm saying? He just be playing the cut, man. But I like that guy. 100%. That's a real good person. You know what I mean? I can
Yeah,
sniff. See, that's the thing with me that a lot of people understand. My spirit will repel a piece of shit from a mile away before I even realize they're a piece of shit. And when I find out you're a piece of shit, especially if you fuck me over, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
would you join another bike club, man? Nowadays, if you go out there, you want to see what would you ever see yourself joining another club or rejoining your club
No,
ever?
no. There's no need to.
Okay.
There's a mass exodus from these clubs. If they continue the way they're going, a lot of people that don't need it for the reasons that other people do. You know, there's a lot of cool ass clubs out there, man, that accept people as they are. But at this time in my life, there's no need for me to join no club. You know, if I want to go hang out with them, you know, the King's right down the street. They 10 minutes away from me, if that. If I want to go over there and hang out or ride somewhere or do some shit with them, I can. If I pull up on my side by side, that's what I want to do. They don't have shit to say. They be like, "That goddamn Savage. Y'all move out the way. Let him park over there on that hill."
Hold on a second, man. I got somebody that made it. I got somebody that made it in, man. We got Toby Lewis, man. Oh man, goodness gracious, man. What's happening, man? What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up with you?
Oh man, I can't call it. You tell me, man.
Hey, I'm just enjoying Savage, man. Letting him speak his piece, man.
Man, listen, man, Toby, man, what's up, man? Tell since you chimed in, man, get the people that don't know of you, man, a quick background of yourself.
Tebow, one of the founders, first president of Kings of the South.
And you know
That's
won't
it.
be that you know won't be down there next week, man. So we gotta get together between that busy weekend, man. You know we gotta get together. Yeah, so you got, man, out of what you heard, man, as we've been conversing, man, what's your views and takes of anything on today's show?
Did he freeze?
I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. No, I was just saying what's okay, hold on, let me see here. Okay, Savvy done chimed out. He'll get back in. What's your take on what you heard thus far in today's show, man, from your perspective, man, your opinions, your views?
Well, I can only speak on when I came around, and we stood on business before the phrase became popular. You know what I'm saying? And I just believe in I'm a man at the end of the day. Fuck all that club shit. You know what I'm saying? So you come to me as a man, I'm gonna respect you as a man. But if you come to me on some other shit, then I'm gonna deal with you on some other shit.
Okay.
Uh, I've had my run-ins with this organization, that organization, but I tell you what, as men, we sat down and had a conversation. And see, people don't want to have the conversations because they think, oh, if I go over here, if I go over there, they gonna do this to me and they gonna do that to me. Well, that just goes to show you, you really shouldn't even be in a position, because why would somebody invite you to their home and do something to you at their home? That would be stupid on their part. But if you avoid the conversations, then that's how the bullshit, the smallest shit can escalate to some big shit, because dudes are scared to sit down and have a conversation as a man.
No, that do eliminate a lot of stuff, and it eliminates a lot of that sidewalk conversation stuff, man. Because a lot of times we got problems
Absolutely.
in a lot of clubs. We all got these problems, and you got the outside people that instigate. I don't know what's up with this audio. You get these outside people that instigate a situation, and they make it a lot worse than what it really is, only to find out that through conversation, man, it wasn't really a big problem from the start.
Right, right. And I guess one of the biggest latest topic is protocol. And my philosophy on that is protocol is just another motherfucker's opinion on how they view things. Because let me tell you, if you can go to this one OMC on this side of the street and get some knowledge, and you can go right across the street to another OMC and get some knowledge, and you're gonna hear two totally different things. So that lets me know right then and there we're dealing with opinions. We're not dealing with no factual information nowhere. So what I decided to do when I came around was take bits and pieces from everybody. And as long as that shit didn't compromise me as a man, I implemented it in our organization and we move forward with it. But we just going back and forth about opinions, man. And we never gonna get to a factual or a definitive answer on what and how things should be. But the
So
one thing that we all should be doing is respecting one another off the rip.
Tebow,
Yo,
and I think that's okay, man. I really do, because it's just like life. You know, we figuring it out as we go along. You're gonna come up with shit that you never encountered before. It's okay not to know. You know what pisses
hmm
me? People that think they got all the fucking answers and they ain't been through shit. And what pisses me even more than those people is the other millions and millions of suckers that absorb that shit and stamp it. That's what really pisses me off. I just
yeah.
look at get that shit from.
Right. Well, and see now you at a point now where you have, well, if your club bro is in, let's just say if they on the shit end of the stick in the club, right? Instead of the bros having the club brothers back, they gonna throw that motherfucker right in the fire. You know, even if your club brother's wrong, don't chastise him or get on him in front of no motherfucker. Have his back right there in front of whoever. But then when y'all get in that back room, then y'all talk about the shit. Man, these niggas throwing each other under the bus left and right around here. And I can only speak in Atlanta.
hey man,
I
it's
can only speak
everywhere,
about
man.
Atlanta.
It's everywhere.
I know, but I just want, I don't like to talk about other places, but I know in Atlanta this shit is at an all time high right now. So there's no loyalty in this shit, because I just believe in, even if I don't fuck with you and we rocking the same shit, I'm not gonna let nobody fuck. Oh, not on my
No, no
watch.
doubt.
Not
Right,
if you
right,
wearing the
right.
same shit I got on.
No, we together. We together.
But these niggas, we wearing the same shit, and motherfuckers throwing niggas under the bus, man. I just don't
Tebow,
believe in that shit. I don't.
that's everywhere. And that's
Yep.
transcending. That's going to transcend the motorcycle set. It's all around you, man. People, you watch the presidential debate. They look like a bunch of middle school students. We shouldn't feel as bad as
hmm
they did, back and forth like a bunch of, you did this and it turned into a shit show. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's a sign of the times, or what's going on, but it seemed to be all around, man. You know, that's why I answer these questions now. I'll just support from a distance and go where I feel comfortable going. You know, it's
Yeah,
I hate
yeah.
to see it busted up. You know, I hate to see, I understand everybody's reasons, but I hate to see people, for whatever reason, you got good shit going, and then all of a sudden, some people coming in, everybody leave. I wish everybody would stand their ground and just stand fast. But I understand their reasons. Everybody ain't from the same background. Everybody got different shit going on, different perspectives. So some people like, man, I didn't come here for this shit. I came here to drink, eat some fucking chicken wings, ribs, fried chicken, fish,
Right.
and so I
I'm a,
understand why people leave. I just hate to see that shit happen.
yeah, it's a bad look, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't worried about the stranger pulling up and everybody leaving. I'm worried about the niggas I'm in here with. That's who I gotta watch now. So you telling me I gotta watch the motherfucker wearing the same shit I wear, and I gotta watch somebody coming in that y'all quote unquote think is trying to infiltrate what we got going on? Come on, man. Come on, this shit is watered down. And this shit is. I think somebody put up about the younger cats coming into play. I'm gonna tell you what I love about LA and the West Coast. You got a lot of them young cats out there. A lot of them ain't in clubs. Some of them in clubs, a lot of them not. But them young cats out there, they got their own swag. They don't need the shit because they confident in themselves that they gonna rock with a cut, without a cut. The shit that I see going on now, you got folk. I'm 49 years old. I knew when I was tired, and I said, let me step aside and let y'all can have it. Now you got motherfuckers in this midlife crisis stage trying to fit in with these young motherfuckers. And you got OG niggas leading the young niggas to do shit that they will not do and have never done.
Never. I can speak from experience.
You know
I
why,
got a
right?
problem with that.
You know why, right?
Why?
A lot of people didn't have no 20s and 30s. Their 20s and 30s was hustling and bustling and trying to survive. Now that they're in their 40s, late 40s, and they're making a little bit of money, they trying to what we call catch it back. It's like a nigga that's been to prison for 20 years. He trying to relive them young, and he doing a whole bunch of shit that he should have already enjoyed later on in life.
Well, you know what I tell them, Savage? Sorry to hear that. Cause guess what? They not the only ones that done went through some shit. I used to have to eat Little Debbie cakes for dinner. That was my dinner, nigga. So I get it, but at the same time, man, that there's the things that we throwing each other under the bus for. We ain't talking about. I can see we talking about money. We talking about meaningless positions that don't pay you shit. If anything, the motor and thank God for my mama and OG Pop. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been able to do the things that I did when I was the president of Kings of the South, because this shit take you away from your family. It take you away from, it costs you money, and you risk your life out there on that motherfucking highway while niggas sitting at home not riding their motherfucking bikes, but they keeping up the most shit while niggas out here risking their motherfucking life, man. So I got a problem with that bullshit, man, because shit is just watered down, man.
Yup, it is.
Hey, the swag say it ain't our fault the nigga was born in the 1800s.
I
Oh shit.
I even look at the way people treat the young bike life dudes, right? That's how I know a lot of people out there didn't do nothing with it. I was them bike life dudes, but I was on an R1 in my 20s. I was doing on the four wheelers. And I listened to the comments and think they need to do that. Now everybody entitled to their own opinion. But when
Right.
I see it, I just laugh and shake my head and get out their way. They up one day, man. They gonna have they, you know what I'm saying? Let them. I can't judge them because we did a whole lot worse. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
there's a lot that they just judge just because they're young. They judge them so harsh, and they act like they never did nothing, man. I'm just glad. Listen, I'm glad to be alive.
Yeah, yeah. But Savage, do you remember? Do you remember when they came to the races? And I don't know if Savage remember this, but we had some of them young bike life dudes come to the races, and of course they gonna come through there, fuck up the race. Savage stopped everybody and say, "Hey man, leave them cats alone, cause that's the future of this shit." You know what I'm saying?
Man,
But
them bike
everybody
life
was
definitely.
pointing the finger. They were pointing the finger, judging them, and man, let them cats go on, let them do what they do, and we can go on about our business with the races, man. But hell, that was us at one point in time, you know?
Man, I don't even know where them bike life cats come from, man. They just appear. You don't see them.
Yeah.
You hardly see them. But when you
Every,
see them, it's about 150 of them.
they in every major city, man. They
I
in
know it.
every.
I sit back and I watch when they be in Miami, man, for Martin Luther King weekend, man. That shit be crazy, dog. That'd be crazy. Hold on, let me see. I got another text came through. They gonna be at Keisha's spot. So Keisha, Katie, she got something going on, or is this a question for the Kings of the South weekend? I don't know if Keisha is still even online right now. I think she might be off. Um, I don't know. I know I'll be down there. So if it is something going on, I'll be live down there to let somebody know. Um, what to say? At the end of the day, it got to be in you, and if and or but not about it. I hope I read that
Let
Lavish,
right.
me tell you, hey, Labs, let me tell you,
What's up?
it's like so swag, for example. That's Nick Jones, that King swag. Man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why I love swag, man. When we brought swag in, swag, he didn't have a motorcycle at the time. But let me tell you why we brought him in. The man's work ethic, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit, even to this day, I haven't seen anybody come in there and show the dedication and determination to be a part of something the way Swag did. So I will forever, and hopefully one day he gets in that seat, man, because I feel like at this point in time he's earned it and he deserves it. And I've seen him doing dumb shit where now he can talk to the other young homies coming in the club and tell them something. So man, salute the Swag, man, and for continuing to carry that torch for the club, man.
All right, man. Salute to Swag, man. Swag, what's happening, man?
Lavish,
Yo,
asking us all these questions about Atlanta. What's Detroit bike set like as far as
I mean, I want to be quite honest with you, man. And I mean, I ain't,
compared to you
huh?
deal with down compared to the things you deal with or that you've heard down here? What's it like in Detroit?
Oh man, Detroit bike life, man. We the shit, man. I mean, I ain't really trying to, knock anybody else, but we the shit. I mean, that's all I really can say, man. Like, you name it, we got it. It's fun as hell up around here, man. We got a bike for every type of occasion. Here, you name a type of bike or occasion. We got it. We got the big wheel bikes. We got the race bikes. We got the stock bikes. We got the crotch rockets. Hell, we even got the mini bikes, man. So I mean, the bike set here, man, it's dope. It's dope. If you ask me, man. And I've been to a lot of places, and I've been to a lot of cities. And I'm not saying this just because it's my city, but I haven't been to another city who got a bike set that's pretty much 7 days a week, all night long. I go to a lot of other cities when they do their annuals or big parties. Yeah, that weekend is pretty, pretty good. It's a great weekend. I can't take that away from anybody. But when they come here to Detroit for the bike set, it don't matter what day of the week it is. We got somewhere to take you. It's always something. I done been to other cities where they tell me, man, I wish you would have came last week, or if you would have came 2 weeks ago, it was a big party. But we got parties every day. like I say, man, our bike set is just dope, man. And then the way that Detroit rock with each other, man. We every city got their in-house problems or whatnot. But when we go out and we hit other cities, I've yet to see another city take over a visiting city like Detroit. We let it be known that we in your city. Wherever we go, we just different up here, man. And I don't think we don't get the same love, man, back. But we different. I always got to shout out Detroit, man, because Detroit, we do a lot of shit. We move around a lot. We move as a unit. We got different clubs up here. One thing that I do notice when I go to different cities, you see all the clubs flocked together. But when Detroit go to different cities, yeah, we might be different clubs, but we are as one.
One city.
Yeah, we one city. So, Lord forbid something happens. I mean, you gonna be fighting a city, not just a club. It's a city. And then another thing that I like about Detroit and the bike set here, man, is so many people here, and I've witnessed it. I've been a part of it as well, man. We see so many people on a weekly basis, yearly basis here in Detroit. But once we go out of town and we hit that state line, man, it's people that we never paid attention to or had a conversation with. But when we go out of town and come back, man, we done made a new friend. It's like, man, God, dog, I didn't even know you was. I ain't never paid attention to you. I seen you from a distance, but when you put in that hotel or you're putting that group where the city comes together, you kicking it with somebody. You kicking it with that guy that you always seen that was distant, and you find out why he was distant. He was really distant because he ain't know nobody. Now you hear it, you talking to him. And I think Detroit Bike Set, man, I think it's dope. I think a lot of people from all these other cities need to come experience the Detroit bike life, the motorcycle set here. We got a lot of clubs. It's a lot of mother chapters that's here. It's a cool ass city, man. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that more people further west and south, will come up here like we go to their cities, man, and stop making excuses, man, on ain't nothing going on in Detroit. Something got to be going on in Detroit because we come to your town and we we make a lot of noise. We make a lot of noise. Shit. Hell, sometimes Detroit can come to your anniversary party and we really ain't even got to leave the hotel. We got the party, at the hotel. We call it, hey, man, we over here in the parking lot.
Next weekend down here, them cats did something in Atlanta, Kings of the South, that's probably never been seen before, as far as bike set is concerned. And they've been carrying that torch for quite a few years now. Next week, be a movie. You know what I'm saying? I might even pop out. I'm going to pop out.
No, you got to pop out, man. You got to pop out because I won't be down there. You definitely got to pop out, man. Hey, listen, man, Tebow, Detroit, we done been down to the Kings of the South, man, many years, man, and we have a ball, we have a good time, and we come pretty deep.
Right.
Year after year, man, we've done that, man. So I constantly, man, I constantly always want to rep and, shout my city out, man, because it's like we the biggest underdogs out here citywide, city-wise, from my perspective, as far as the participation that we're not receiving from these other cities.
Mm.
Yeah. So while I put that out there in the air, man, maybe some of them Kings of the South come up to Detroit, man, because I won't wait till I get with you, man, so I can talk about the Kings of the South, man, because Detroit, we got some Kings of the South questions that need to be answered, man. I want to wait till I get down there, man, and then I want to notify y'all. I want to notify y'all in person.
Yeah,
You know?
okay.
Wait till I get down there, man, for my notification, man. To the Kings of the South, man. Let y'all know, man. That y'all got somewhere y'all got to be, man. Y'all should be citizen members, to the north.
There it is.
we,
There it is.
you know what I'm saying? You gotta bring, listen, man, we need to see some of them and shout out to the Kings of the South, man, that came up here, man, from Charlotte, man. Doughboy and Wood, man. Shout out to them. I end up meeting them last year when I was in Charlotte, man. And just like I tell people all the time, when you out here on this bike set, man, interacting and networking, letting people know that you somewhere, man, and taking numbers and communicating with a person, man, it builds nothing but a great relationship, man. And they end up coming to Detroit last weekend, man. I showed them around the city, man. So shout out to them Kings of the South, man, from Carolina or whatnot, man. So yeah, but I need Atlanta. I need Atlanta in Detroit, man. I need to see some of them Atlanta Kings of the South up in the West, man. Hey, Detroit, you see I'm putting it out there, right? You see I got the founder up, man. I got one of the founders up on here, man. So you see I'm putting it out there, man. I ain't gonna say too much more about it, man. But yeah. What's up?
It's kind of like you just something that I forgot about. It's like what you said. Like, I think somebody brought that topic up. When you crossing state lines, you gotta check in with the dominant and for fucking what? Why? Why do I need to check in to cross state lines with somebody other than my own people to let them know where I'm at? Tebow, what's the whole point of? See, that's the kind of shit that never made sense to me. You know what I'm saying? The motorcycle struggle, you got the civil rights struggle that paved the way for the motorcycle struggle. I need to check in to join the motorcycle and ride wherever the fuck I'm going across state line.
I got a comment on that as well, but I want to let you go, Tebow.
I mean, me personally, I've never checked in. I've been out west 3 or 4 times. I've never checked in anywhere. I just feel like if if you if you're really not out here doing the shit, then some of that stuff will scare you. Will probably scare some people. Hey, I gotta check in. But if you've done the groundwork and your club is is straight out here and ain't really a lot of shit going on. I mean, I've been through a lot of states. Hell, I went to Sturgis. Shit, I ain't have no issues in Sturgis. Them
Who
white
made
people
that?
show much love up there.
Oh, who made that up?
I don't
Well, that's all. I mean, if it's negative, I mean, it's gonna carry a lot of weight. It's gonna go a long way.
I don't know. I think I got two perspectives. I got two perspectives on that, man. And I want to share mine. One of them is this. I don't think that it's necessarily a person checking in. Me personally. I think when you going somewhere, shit, you go where you want to go, for one. I think that after you build relationships, I think that you just hitting somebody up, letting them know, hey, I'm in your city, man. What's going on in your city, man? What's good? Let's link up, show me around. That's one
Mhm.
well, that's one thing that I think. So I don't think the word checking in on the bike set really is checking in like I gotta call in and let somebody know. I don't think that. On the MC side of things, I think that when people are traveling, they call in ahead just to see what the politics is, what's going on. You got chapters of you got clubs that's in different areas and different chapters, and you might have a guy coming from Atlanta, but they Detroit chapter is warring with some people that's in their city or right next door in Ohio. So sometimes they calling just to say, hey man, I'm coming through, and you get other clubs that give you a heads up. Hey man, it's a club beef, it's a war, your body's dropping. So I'm just letting you know when you move a certain way. I think you got people out here in these support clubs, and these outlaw clubs are going to war with other clubs, and when they see they support members, it's like, okay, well, let's grab them. So I think it's more of a, let me call to see what's really going on. Let me see how they operate, because every city got a different set of politics. And that's that's all I can see it to be. I don't see it to be anything less than that, where I have to. But when you fly in these colors and these rags, I think it is wise to know what you're going in. I've been with people who were from other clubs, and as we were riding, they had to whisper in my ear, about some stuff that was going on, give me the heads up so that I know what I'm walking into, what I'm riding into with this individual, and if I'm gonna ride it out, and different things like that. So that's just what I see it to be. I don't see it to be I gotta check in and let them know, or I'm seeking permission to be here. I think it's more of a safety caution thing. Let me make sure I'm not going into any gunfire. I'm going into a blazing ball of fire without knowing what's going on. That's the only thing that I can see it to be, man.
But that's why you got to be in tune with what's out here in the streets. You can't be
Correct.
sitting at home, and you got to be in tune. So the reason I felt confident going from here to the west, because I was in tune. I felt comfortable going to Sturgis. I was in tune, in tune with what's going on out here. If it's any beefs or anything like that, and I agree with you. If there's something going on, and I feel like, hey, what's the temperature over here with this situation, whatever situation? Yeah, of course, for my safety, for me, the goal is when you leave your house is to get back home to that motherfucker.
Right.
So it ain't about I ain't in the dick slinging contest. You know what I'm saying? So my goal is to represent the brand and get back home to my family, man.
No, that's right, man. Terry, what club am I in? I'm in Boogie Down. I am a Boogie Down member, the vice president of Boogie Down Detroit, the mother chapter. That is my motorcycle club, Boogie Down Detroit. I want to go ahead, man. It's been going on 2 hours, man, up on here, man. It's been a cool, great show, man. I wish we can keep going on longer, but I want to save it for another time. And I need to check some of this audio equipment anyway. But I will be down in Atlanta next week, so I'm hoping that I'm gonna be having time to run into y'all fellas and kick it with y'all and everybody that's watching. Let me say this, man. In Detroit, Michigan, September, August 30th to September 1st. It's my event. That's the Lavish Biker Bash event. That's Labor Day weekend. I know it's other places that got stuff going on. Labor Day weekend. You got that Monday. That's a holiday. But if you're free and you're looking for something to do, I would definitely love to have y'all come to my city, Detroit, and party with me, patronize the party, and also get a chance to bounce around a lot of these other motorcycle clubs that's in my city. Man, we got a lot of them, a lot of chapters of different clubs in other cities we got here, and just fellowship, with some of us, up here, man, and see what it's like, and make it one of those trips that y'all can start putting on y'all calendar. So I just wanted to put that out there, man. The Lavish Biker Bash, which is going on August 30th to September 1st, man. It's a great 3-day weekend. So I'm definitely hoping that y'all look into it. Y'all can check all the information out on my social media pages. Everything is all Lavish T. Williams. If you're watching, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, hit the follow button. If you're on Instagram, follow. I want to go ahead and end this show. I appreciate y'all fellas for spending almost 2 hours watching the podcast, being on the podcast, listening to the podcast. I know I'm going to get questions. I know people are going to be back in the comments. They're going to inbox me, man, why you ain't asked this? Why you ain't say that? Whatever I didn't answer, whatever I didn't ask, let me know, because I will be in Atlanta, and I'll ask them then. We got Keisha Dixon's Lounge Friday for a brunch. Lounge 2105. That's out there. What we got? Lavish, if you need anything next week, holla at me. Yes, I'm gonna need
That's
something.
swag.
That's swag. This is what I want to need. I want to need a media pass. That's what I want to need. Get me in the show. Get me up in there, man. You know. But yeah, I want to go ahead and end this show, man. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. And I'll get with y'all. I will get with y'all, man. Thanks. Appreciate y'all.
I'm just gonna leave everybody with one thing, man. Use your own mind. Come up with your own conclusions. Stop allowing other people to influence what you do and think, man. Use your own fucking brain. That's what you got it for.
And Lavish, last thing, man, I would need you to quit buying them speakers and that audio equipment off of Tuna. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, listen, man. It gotta be that Atlanta shit, man. It was said to me, man. There was some hot shit coming from Atlanta, man. So I guess this mic is too hot to handle right now, man. It's too hot to handle, man.
But hey, much respect, my man.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. I want to lead y'all out. I want to lead y'all out with this video, man. This is clips from the last year's Lavish Biker Bash, man. I want to lead this out, man. So y'all take care. Have a nice one, man.
Biker family, get ready for the Lavish Biker Bash 3-day weekend going on in Detroit, August 30th through September 1st. Meet and greet Friday at the Boogie Down Motorcycle Club from 9 until Saturday. Bring them loud pipes and custom bikes to Arsenal Harley Davidson for the day party and sound competition from 12 to 5. Followed by the main event from 9 to 2 at the TCBC Hall, located at 8031 Tireman, Detroit, Michigan. So tell a biker to bring a biker to the Lavish Biker Bash. For more info, contact Lavish T. Williams on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. See you in Detroit.
Out here with Lavish for Lavish weekend, man. Come on now.
Like we going back with another song. Play your best song.
Chi-Town in the house.
Thanks for coming out here. You're welcome. I just wanted to come see the Lavish movement. They say it's a movement, so I came.
Yeah. I'm proud of Lavish, man. It's a great event. It was worth the trip from Houston.
And this is a fantastic event. Fantastic. We appreciate the hospitality.
We here for the Lavish 3-day event, baby. We in Detroit. That's where we at.
God damn it, y'all came out to see Lavish, didn't you? Showed up for him, didn't you?
Showed up.
Man, Cleveland in a win-win situation, baby. For sure. We came to the D to rep this shit, though, for sure. Brother Lavish, I just want to tell the city of Detroit, man, from pound, much love, man. Believe it or not, we very impressed.